Good morning, everyone. I'm Helen from Georgia, and I'm out here on this beautiful, beautiful morning. It's still warm. I don't know, I can't see the thermometer. It's 80 degrees, and it's early. It's like 8:30. That's not real early, and I meant to get up earlier, but I just didn't do it. But I'm out here having my coffee at my beautiful little table and my flowers. Y'all, this is my butterfly bush, and this is lantana. It's yellow lantana. And y'all see what I got? I can't help it. I love my cup. And I'm drinking out of it. I hope I don't break it. I hope I don't break it, because I would be sick if I broke my beautiful cup. I don't even really want to drink out of it because I'm afraid I am going to break it. But let me have a sip because it's hot and I'm afraid it's going to burn my mouth. Oh, it didn't burn. Here's the coffee for my company. It's a red bird. It looks like that's the only red bird I'm going to see, because I don't see any more. Y'all have a sip? I don't guess y'all can see it, but it's in there. And it's a beautiful red bird on it. Y'all come on up close so y'all won't miss anything. Oh, and my kitties, y'all let your kitties watch me. And I know they do, because people show me pictures of their kitties watching me on YouTube. That is the most amazing thing to me I have ever seen in my... I've never even heard of anything like that. Y'all, it's just amazing that the kitties, but they hear my birds. And you know cats love birds. But they can't get them, but they can look for them. They looking everywhere for the birds, and they won't be looking this morning because there's none back there. I usually shake my little thing over here. Let me go shake it and see if they'll come. I usually shake this so if they out there in the trees. This one is not shaking like the other one does. But anyway, they'll come when they get ready, I guess, when they get hungry. And they would probably be out here right now if I wasn't sitting here right here. But, y'all, let me update y'all on Cody. He went to Alaska and he broke his wrist. Well, it's not broke, it's fractured. It's crumbled, or whatever you call that mess. And it was hurt a while before he came home. He worked with it like that. And he finally got to where it was in so much pain he couldn't work with it like that. So they sent him home to have it seen about. And he went to the doctor. And the doctor here sent him to another doctor, and the other doctor x-rayed it and said it was a bone somewhere in your, right here, somewhere in here, and it's fractured, it's splintered, like it's not, it's hard, both doctors have told him it's a bone that's in his hand right here. And he went to this doctor here that x-rayed it, and he said it was a bad bone to fracture and heal, because of where it is. The blood flow is not good there, and it doesn't heal fast. It's a very bad bone to break. If you're gonna break a bone, that's not a good one to break. But anyway, He was supposed to go to Columbus and get it surgery done on it, put a pin in it. Well, he asked the doctor in Columbus if he could come a little closer to home to get it done. Well, they referred him to Savannah, and Savannah it's a pretty good ways, but it's not as far as Columbus. But anyway, he went to Columbus yesterday, which to see this doctor. And this doctor x-rayed it, and he said that bone had already deteriorated very bad already in his hand because of what kind of bone it is and how long it's been, and it's not going to be able to go back together right. He said the bone had deteriorated since the first x-ray he had. So this doctor says that he's going to have a bone taken out from somewhere else and put there and put a pin in it, and he's not 100% sure that it's going to be 100%. He's very doubtful that it will. He will always have trouble with that hand. And Cody is very upset over it. He's very upset because he don't think he's gonna get to go back to Alaska and work if his hand doesn't heal right, because they probably won't let him. He's very upset over it, and cause he's young and he wanted to work in Alaska and do his dream. You know, he's not got a very successful family. And he wanted to be one that got out and made good of himself. And it doesn't look like he might not be able to do that now. But I told him, he doesn't understand why things like that happen to people like him. You know, he's a good person. He helps people that needs food. He pays for food. He gives people money when he has it. And he thinks he should not go through things like that. But I told him, you go through things in this life. You know, it don't matter how good or how bad you are, you go through things in this world. And you just have to cope with it and find other ways to do whatever you need to do. So anyway, I'm through talking about this. Just uplift Cody in your prayers, because it's going to be shortly that he's going to have, might be before I get this video done. I don't know it. They haven't set a date. They were going to call him and let him know when they could do it. And they were going to try to find a hospital closer to this town. We'll get through this one way or another. But I do ask that y'all say a little prayer for him, because he's very worried. He's very worried. But I told him the Lord would take care of this, and I'm sure he will. Just keep your faith and do what they tell you to do, and he will. He tries to take care of himself, but you know, when you fall, and you can't help it. I know that's true. All right, well, y'all, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. And this is my sweet Cody on this cup. That is the sweetest cup I have ever seen. I have cups. I love cups. I love all my cups. But this one, at this time, it just touched my heart to get a cup with mine and Cody's picture on it. it was just unbelievable to me. It was just unbelievable that this cup had that on it. It's just awesome. Thank you so much. And it's a dark color till you put something hot in it. Okay, I'm through talking. I have been out here trying to figure out. I've been in there and out here and everywhere trying to figure out a project to do. Y'all know it's not easy to come up with something. It's hard to come up with a project that y'all will like and that I can do, and seems like this heat and all this weather, raining, and just seems like it's a struggle to get everything going. Sometimes it goes easy. You come up with something that you want to do and that you can do and that you think your viewers will like. And sometimes it doesn't come that easy. But I've got something in my mind. I might not tell y'all what it is because I may change my mind, because I do that. I change my mind sometimes. But this is going to be a flower pot and something extra on it, something that I think will make it more beautiful. And I haven't done one like this, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on this and trying to beat the heat, but I don't think it's possible. I think the heat is like here before you get started. The heat is already, and it's early. You know, there's no beating the heat because it just gets hot and then it gets hotter and hotter. And then you're out here trying to work and you can't hardly see. Your glasses fogs up and the sweat's rolling on them. And y'all, I don't see my birds. I saw one. I saw one back there. But they don't want me to turn around and look at them. They fly away. But I wish they would get used to me being here, but they don't. They're wild birds and they don't like for me to be out here in their territory. They're not comfortable. They like to be out here when I'm in the house or when I'm in somewhere else. They don't like for me to be right here this close to them. And y'all see my my little doily here on this table that someone sent me, that someone made, is this awesome. It's beautiful. And it did have some little flaws in it, but y'all, I see something shining on my cloth right here that I have a little crystal thing hanging up there, and if the sun hits it right, it reflects a light. Anyway, I'm using it. I think it's beautiful, and I'm gonna get around here now and get my Portland cement and get it stirred up and come back around here. And I gotta move this because I'm not gonna do my mixing on this table. I'll have to move it, so I have to do that, and then I'll come back and I'll get started. And thank y'all so much for watching my videos. Y'all are awesome, and I know it's a bad time to people are down, and a little down that people can't do what they always did, and it's kind of makes people sad to have to be like this and not hug each other and not get very close to one another. And it's just a heartbreaking time. You need lifting up. a lifting up comment is awesome. It helps you feel better in these times. And I hope I do something or say something that will lift people up instead of pulling them down. And that's my intention. I do not want to do anything to hurt anyone's feelings or do anything to not make them think that I don't care, because I do. I care about everyone, and I just like peaceful places, peaceful people, and doing projects and enjoying your life. It's very short, y'all. Y'all don't know it, but 1938, I was born. March the 20th, 1938. And I can't believe it's 2020. How could time be gone that much? My children are grown and they're getting old. My son is 60 years old. I can't believe that. So live your life and try to enjoy it. I know it's hard. It's hard because times are hard and people's nerves are on edge and people are doing things that we've never seen before. All these people that are looting and protesting and all that. It's so heartbreaking to see people, all this going on in the world, because they're angry. People are angry. I guess when you're angry, you want to hurt someone or something. I am not like that. I am not an angry, hurtful person. I try to uplift everyone, and I try to say kind words. And if I can't say a kind word, I don't say anything. So, thank y'all for listening to me rattle on. But I get off track sometime. But my thoughts are, I hope it helps someone. I'll be back. I'm going around here and mix up get my cement and come around here and get my stuff set up and start my project and let y'all see. See y'all in a minute. Don't go away. I'm going to have another sip of my coffee because when it gets cold, this picture goes away, and I don't want this picture to go away. But I don't think it's going to go away too fast in this heat. I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to put my cement in here now. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 10 because I measured it. Now I'm going to put 2 cups of Georgia sand. Look how red it is. 4, 6, 8, 10. Mix it up. Okay. I guess I need to take the top off, don't I? I don't want this real thin. I want it kind of stiff. And you have to be careful with it because it's easy to get too much. But you can see it needs more. But you have to be careful because sometimes you can put a little and a little is too much. It's according to how close it is to being ready. Okay, I'm through mixing. I'm gonna let it sit right here while I get my pot ready. I'm just gonna turn it off for a minute. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna sit down. I need something to keep it from sliding any. That's perfect. Okay. There it is. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make some little pieces here to go right here like this. Y'all, Cody was sitting on the porch the other day around there, and I was out here somewhere, and he told me there was a turtle out there. Oh, I went and got my camera, and I went and took his picture. He was just walking across the yard. I don't know where he was going, but I took a video and to let y'all see that little turtle. He looked like he had just come out of the pond. I think he might have been looking for a place to lay some eggs because they don't do it in the water. They come out and do it in the ground. They kind of put a little hole in there and they back up there and put them eggs in there and they hatch out. Y'all, I got another visitor in my yard. Just come walking across the yard. He just looked like he just come out of the water. Okay, little turtle, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. And can y'all see I'm just kind of making a little like rock thing out of just cement. There's so many things you can do with cement. And it's not that expensive. It's, well, it's according to how much you use, I guess, but let's stir this a little. I never knew you could make all this out of cement. I never even thought about it. I never thought about it. All I ever seen somebody would do was to make a sidewalk and pour it and level it. You know, that's about as close to cement as I ever got around to. But you're never too old, I guess, to learn something. And I learned that you can do a lot of things with cement. And it gets hard and it'll stay forever. Mine does. I don't know how everyone else does, but my cement never breaks under the weather or anything like that, which it doesn't get as cold here, I guess, as it gets in some parts of the United States and other countries. I have other countries watching my videos too. Is that not awesome, y'all? Someone sent me a thing in it, and they were from Dublin, Ireland. This is Dublin, Georgia, and that's Dublin, Ireland. I'm not using my good turntable on this because I don't want to mess it up. The one that has all the writing and stuff on it, I got it in there on my table for a Lazy Susan. I'm not going to mess that turntable up because, oh, no, I don't want to mess that one up. Some of these will be okay if it got cement on it, but I don't want that one to have cement on it. I get so much beautiful things And some people unsubscribed because they said it was all about getting things, and it really isn't. I'm very pleased that people care and send me things, but that's not necessary at all. No, 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 it's not necessary. You don't have to do that. I'll do just what I'm doing without any gifts or anything like that. I hate that someone unsubscribed. I told them that I was sorry they were unhappy with my videos. I didn't know. You know, I don't know what you do when people unsubscribe because they don't like what you're doing and what you're getting. It wasn't what I was doing, I don't guess. It was all the gifts that I get, and some people are not happy with that, with other people getting things, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've never felt that way, you know, about anyone's videos. I'm happy when they get gifts, but it's not necessary for me to get a gift. It's not necessary at all, y'all. Do not think that you have to do that, because you don't. I don't ask people to send me anything. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna be okay, and I've got caring people. I don't need anything at all. Y'all please don't send me anything, because I don't need anything. Y'all just take what you're gonna send me and get yourself something nice and have and enjoy it. I appreciate the thought and all that, but y'all, it's not necessary for gifts. It's not necessary at all. And it's not that I'm not grateful. I'm grateful that y'all care. That is something you can't buy. You can't make someone care about you. If they don't care about you, you can't make them. You can't make them care. So, if someone cares and is willing to show it, that's awesome. And I would be just as happy if y'all do not send me anything. It's so thoughtful that y'all do, but y'all, that's not necessary. That's not necessary at all. So please, if you just buy yourself something nice and just tell me about it. I'll be just as happy. I'll be just as happy. Y'all, my camera may cut off any time now, because it has a mind of its own, and it does pretty much what it wants to when it wants to. If it wants to cut off, it cuts off. But, and y'all, please don't forget, keep Cody in your prayers, because I know so many out there care about Cody and his welfare. He's He's a boy and a man, and he, I think I've told y'all before, he's not a morning person, and I'm a morning person. Okay, I was telling y'all, when the camera cut off, about one time I took Cody skating to a birthday party that they were having. I'm not letting y'all see. I'm making these little things look like this, little long little pieces, and I'm sticking them on here like this. And hoping they'll stay. And I took Cody to this skating party. It was over in town, and I used to skate all over the place. When I was young, I stayed skating all the time. I loved it. And them youngins was out there skating. And y'all, guess what? I decided to go skating too. I decided to skate with them youngins. 'Cause I could skate. Well, I sat down there and got my skates on. Cody was out there skating. And I got my skates on. And this man that goes to our church, I got him on, and I kind of was fitting to stand up. And I did stand up. And the man that goes to our church, he saw me. And he thought that I was going to fall. And he got in front of me like this, you know, like was going to catch me. I was coming this way, and he was standing here. Well, I put one foot out there, and I started going. And he was standing out there like this, like with his arms out. And I thought, Lord, I'm going to run over him. And I sort of leaned back because I thought I was going to run into him. He was going to catch me if I fell. But I leaned back a little too far. And when I kept leaning, I went to leaning and I couldn't stop. I fell. I started falling back, and I reached my hand back there to catch myself. Oh, Lord, when I did that, guess what happened? I fell, and I caught myself with this hand, my right hand. Well, I knew something happened, and my hand was hurting, and there was a big old knot come up there. And they helped me get up, and I got up and took them skates off. I knew there wasn't no more skating for me. But I think, you know, I might could have skated. I think I could have. Because I've always, when you learn how to skate or ride a bicycle, you don't forget, do you? But Cody come over there, and I sat down over there a while, and I let him go ahead. My hand was hurting. Well, the lady at the place brought some ice pack out there because she probably sees a lot of people falling and getting hurt. And that was me this time. I fell. Well, I couldn't use my hand. It was hurting so bad. I told Cody, I said, I reckon I'm going to have to go to the doctor. hospital and let them see about my arm, because they told me they thought it was broke. And I got Cody. He was, let's see, he was little. He couldn't drive. He was a little boy. It was years, several years ago. He was not even nowhere about able to drive. So the car had a gear thing that you have to shift to back out and to go forward and all that stuff. Well, I could drive with my left hand, but I couldn't do that thing over there. And I couldn't hardly reach over there and do it with my other hand. Cody reached over there and changed the gears for me. I'm telling you, he is a sweetheart. He's a little hard-headed sometimes, but who isn't? You know, as long as you have a good heart, you can deal with a little bit of illness and a little bit of don't want to talk and all that stuff. Well, anyway, I went to the hospital. They told me it was broke. Broke right up there on top of my wrist. And they went back there and put a cast on it. Back then, you could go, you know, I don't know what people do now if things like that happen, because he was too little to stay out there in the car by himself. But anyway, that didn't happen now. It happened back then, whenever you could go in with each other and be with each other if something happened to you. Anyway, they put a cast on my arm, and they told me to fill out some papers. Lord have mercy, y'all. Writing with your left hand, it looked like a first grader or pre-K writing. I could not write with my left hand and make it do hardly nothing. Oh, it was awful. It looked terrible, but they said it was okay. It was just had to be signed by me, and I couldn't sign with my other hand. So, I went home, wore that cast for I don't know how long. My hand swelled up, my fingers swelled up. And it took about a year for that hand to quit swelling, and it was drawn up. It wasn't like this. It was drawn up, and I couldn't straighten it. And I had to go to rehab to get my hand where I could use it and straighten it out. And that doctor wanted my hand to be straight. You know, he wanted me to be able to have a hand that was usable. And he didn't think I could use it if it was drawn up like this, you know. So I was having to go to that therapy mess to my hand. Well, you know what I done? Every day I went to that doctor's office, waiting to go in to see him and let him look at my hand. I would take my hand and put it under my seat here, and I would sit on my hand and make it mash out. And so he would let me quit going. I mean, it wasn't straightening up by itself, but I knew that it was going to be okay, that I could work on it myself and not have to go up there with all that therapy and all that mess every day. I can do some of that stuff myself. So anyway, that doctor, when I went in there, he said, "Let me see your hand." And I showed him, it was pretty straight. He said, how'd that happen? I didn't say how I got it straight, but he didn't know that I was sitting on my hand trying to mash it out where it wouldn't be crooked looking. And so my hand is fine. It does not bother me in the least. I don't have any trouble with it whatsoever. I'm just as, I can use my hand, my wrist never bothers me at all. So thank the Lord. He can do things. And you help yourself too. You help yourself. You don't just lay up there and say, well, my hand won't get well. And you just keep on working with it. You keep on. You don't give up. You just keep on. Keep it on. Keep on, keep it on. That's what you do. You don't lay up and wait on somebody to do everything for you. You get up and you make you do for yourself if you can. Now everybody everything is not the same story as mine. I know that. So, but just remember, don't give up easy. Don't give up. Just keep on. The Lord knows what He's doing, and He will help you. And I told Cody, don't worry so much. Well, Grandma, it's not you. It's me. And I'm not going to be able to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Alaska and work, and I wanted to do that job, and and now I may not ever be able to do that. I said, well, things will work out. You just don't worry so much about it. But he worries, and I guess there's nothing I can do to stop him from worrying, because he just thinks his life is over because he's got a hurt hand. And it is a pretty big thing. It is a big thing. But I know I see people with more handicaps than that make it. They might not go to Alaska and do all them fish and all that stuff, what he done. And he wanted to go out on the fishing boats and stuff, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do now. But I'm going to put it in the Lord's hands, and I'm going to let the Lord handle this situation, because we can't do it. We can only give advice and help in supporting and you know, kind words, but kind words are not what he's looking for right now. But I guess it helps to have them. I don't know. Some people are not that up on kind words. He's not a real talkative person. He's kind of keeps to himself. He don't like to talk and say things just to be talking. He's certainly not like me in that category at all. You know, Cody says, Grandma, You ask the most questions. I said, well, you know, you don't tell me, and I don't know, and I want to know, and that's the only way I know to find out. And he's walking the whole time. Grandma, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. The man that he worked for, I hear a siren. He goes up there and to the place where he used to work and just sit up there and talk, and I reckon he likes to talk to that man. I don't know. But he thinks Grandma talks too much, I guess. But, and I have known people that really talk too much. Oh my goodness. They would call you on the phone, and you could lay the phone down and cook and do all kind of stuff and come back and say something, and they still be talking. And I didn't want to hurt their feelings, and so I just tried to act like, you know, I was talking the whole time. Y'all, you don't ever know how much of this stuff to make, because you don't know how much it's going to take. And it's taking a pretty good bit to cover this thing. Oh, y'all see my shirt? This is one of my shirts I got. It just fits. Hey y'all, I'm back out here. It's cut off, and I was just finishing up the top up here, and I just stopped. I was gonna let it rest a while and dry just a little. I've got something in mind to do, and I haven't really completely decided what to do yet. But anyway, I've got these little things right here. I've never seen anywhere else. I bought these at Walmart, and I thought they were so pretty. They're little gems that I'll show y'all the bottom of the bag. I bought them at Walmart, and I haven't seen any more there. I hope y'all can see that. I don't even remember how much they were, but it wasn't a whole lot. And I bought 2 bags, and I think I've got another bag around there. And I haven't decided what I could do with them yet, but I was thinking I wanted to do something on this pot that would, I sort of scooped out a little hole right there, and I was going to put that in there. I'm going to put some, it's really dark under here. It's hard to see. I'm just going to skip around and put, put some on here, and see how it does. I don't know. I'm trying to really decide what to do. Let's see, I'm gonna put one right here. They're not gonna be in order. They're just gonna be stuck around in here. And I'm gonna bore out some. I'm gonna keep this cement because I might need it to put back in there. Y'all, I've never done this before, and I've never seen it done. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. I doubt y'all can even see. Y'all, this is one of my one-of-a-kind things here. I'm putting hard as nails in here. I don't know if it's gonna hold it, but if it doesn't, I got another plan back up. So, no problem if it doesn't hold. I got another plan that work if this one doesn't. That glass is not going to sit up there with this thing in it by itself. Okay. Y'all, I didn't know what I was going to do with these things when I found them, but I thought they were so pretty, and I wanted to use them somewhere, but I could never really think of anything to do with them. I've just thought of it just a minute ago. I was going to do something else. I'm not going to tell y'all exactly what I was going to do, because I might do it somewhere else. But y'all, I never know what I'm going to do. I know y'all don't know. I don't think nobody knows exactly what I'm going to do, because I don't even know myself. I come out here and just sort of have a faint idea. That's about all, a faint idea of what I want to do. I go from there. That's what I do. Oh, this is something I've never tried. This is something just come up in my head. That's how a lot of my projects work. I don't really sometimes know. I've got an idea about what I'm going to do, but knowing about, you know, exactly how I'm going to do it, sometimes I'm not sure. I just come out here and let things work out the way they do, and most of the time they turn out okay, but sometimes I'm just not sure about what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. I guess that's how life is sometimes. You really, you just have to go through it and see what's what, and go from there. Because it's not planned out, I don't think, exactly that your life, what you're going to do. You're here to make choices. And you hope you make the right choices. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. It's raining. I don't know. This beats all I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how much it's gonna rain. My camera's under the umbrella, and I'm under it a little bit, but you hear it, it's dropping. There's no planning nothing around here, because your plans, oh, and it's gonna rain hard too. I see it up the road there. Oh my, I guess I need to stop. I didn't know that there was rain in the forecast today, which I don't think nobody knows what it's going to do. But the rain, it's just unpredictable as it can be. Unpredictable. I'm about finished with it, putting these on it, but I'm not sure that I'm through. Don't come down. I'm going to turn it off because it's going to blow up here on my camera. I don't know how many videos I've done done now that rain come in and interrupted me, which I'm about to get used to it if that's possible. Trying to do a project and not have, well, see, that wasn't a very bad rain there. It was just short, and thankfully I had my umbrella up to shade it right here because it's so hot. And feels like and looks like the rain may be coming again. If it doesn't get much harder than it got before, I can, it'll be okay. But if it gets much harder, I'll have to get in because my camera will get wet, and I don't want that. I don't want it to, I don't want my camera messed up. I felt something on my head. I hope a bird didn't drop nothing up there on my head. Might have been a raindrop. Hello, good morning. I'm Helen from Georgia, and I'm out here trying to decide what to do about this project that I done. I'm going to turn it over, and let's see what happens. You never know. You never know. Let me zoom it out so y'all can see it better. Out, not in. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. You can see it, can't you? Okay. This is very tedious and very I'm always, this is kind of something that's unpredictable. You don't never know what may happen. Okay. Oh, I got something under there I got to get out. That's what it is. It's a big old rock I put under there. Right here is where I need another set of hands, which I don't have. Oh, gracious. Let me put this back down here. You know, anything can happen. You don't ever know what's going to take place when you do something like this. You don't know if it's going to fall apart. You don't know. My stuff is way over here. Okay, let's see. If I can get this out. Yes, I can. I don't know. You never know, really, what's going to take place, because Kind of flex. Oh, it's gonna come out. Oh, y'all. Here's part of it. Ooh, let me. Oh, my. Oh, how awesome. How awesome. A little bit of this stuff still in here, not much. All I have to do is get a lighter or something and burn it. It'll come right off. Oh, I got it off already. Oh, how pretty. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. I was thinking about, let me sit down and get over my fright. Because I didn't know what that was going to do. It could have done anything, and it might be a good idea to put it better on this table, because I could take this off now because it looks bad. And oh, I hope I don't drop this pot. All right, and y'all look. Ain't that pretty? I put a hole in it. You can't see it, but I think you can now, baby. I put a hole in it. And I was thinking about, I might paint some little lines on it with brown. I put these lines on here. I don't know if y'all know it or not. This is another one of a kind. Y'all need to do one of these. It's awesome. It looks old and wrinkled up like me. Oh, I need to get a taller turntable. I'm always needing something that I don't have. That'll do better. I've got everything I need, but it's not handy right then. I didn't want y'all to think that I was saying I didn't have something. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see with the light out here the way it is. I'm probably in y'all's way. Y'all, my camera cut off somewhere. I don't know where. I was working along on this and it cut off. I'm gonna paint the top right here a brown like this right here, and then I'm gonna be through with this project. I was gonna do some more stuff, but I've just decided I don't want to, you know, I want it to be old looking and rustic looking, and that's what it is. It's rustic and old looking, and I know how that is. So, where's my, oh, here it is. I got me a little brush. I'm going to brush the top of it. I'm just going to paint the top of it a dark brown. Put some more brown in here. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. You know, it's good to be alive, even though things are the way they are. You know, you have to make the best of every day and thank the Lord you got that day. And because we could be facing no days. You never know when that day might come. So you always need to be prepared for, be thankful for the good days and be still thankful that you have some days, whatever days you have. And thank the Lord for His blessings. I thank the Lord for His blessings each day that I live. Because I know His blessings is what helps me and has got me this far. And if we don't thank Him, He might not think we care enough. Oh, how pretty! That is awesome, y'all. Y'all know old things are beautiful in their own way. Just because something is old doesn't mean it's no good anymore. Don't ever think that because things are old, they're not useful. They may be old, but I'm sure they have a lot of memories stored up there that someone might enjoy knowing about. Let me go over this again and let me move my camera back. And it's very nice to have help, but most of the time there's none around. So that's the way I know that's the way I've always been, and that, you know, you can't help it if you're doing things, nobody's around to help. It's okay. I like to do things myself anyway. I thought I had all these things done, but I see a few that... Okay. I'm through dabbling. Is this not beautiful? I think it's beautiful. I'm sorry, my birds look like have abandoned me, that they're not flying much. I don't know if it's the snakes or where it's, I don't know what it is. they're not here quite as much. They have times that they are all over the place. And then there's times they kind of out in the trees and doing whatever birds do. I think a lot of it is trying to stay away from the hawks and stuff that come over. Hawks sit over there and watch these birds, see where they go. And when they find them, they go in that tree and get them. I've seen them do that. So I'm going to turn the camera off right now and let this dry, and I'll come back in a little bit. See y'all later. Bye. I'm back, y'all. Gracious. Trying to get this project finished and get it all done is it really is a job. But I love it. I love doing stuff like this. And I'm putting some moss in this pot. I put one of my flowers over there in there because I think it looks good. And I went back there in the backyard. This is moss that grows in my backyard. It just lays up on top of the ground and it grows, and it's green and it's beautiful. And I was going to put some around in this pot. It is so pretty. It is so green. I don't know how come this stuff grows in my backyard, but it does. It grows back there and it's beautiful. It's just as green as it can be. It doesn't take much for it to survive, I guess, but it's been raining here lately. I'm going to turn it around and let you see the whole thing. I think it's just as pretty for something old. That's what I wanted it. That's how I wanted it to look. I wanted it to look old, and I think I accomplished that. I think I did. I accomplished that it looks old, and I love it. And I want to thank y'all, all my viewers and subscribers and people that watch my video. Thank y'all so much for taking your time to watch my videos when you could be watching other things. I know my things are not that awesome, but it's how I do, and I can't do do things any different. I guess I might could if I really tried. I don't know, but this is what is natural to me. Just simple things like cement and these little stones. I didn't know what in the world I was going to do with them when I bought them, but I thought they were so pretty. And I bought them, and I've just had them sitting in there, and I haven't used them, and I thought, well, you know, I think I'm going to use these little stones on something. I thought, well, I was going to make this pot, and I thought, well, I think I'll just try to stick them on here, and I didn't think just sticking them on there would hold that great. So I put some glue. I bored out a little hole and stuck these things there. They're kind of long. They're about that long. And I stuck them in there and left some sticking out, and they are in there good. They're not coming out, buddy. I don't even know how you would get them out. But I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I'm thanking y'all again for watching my videos and sending me little clips of my videos that have inspired y'all, and my little kitty cats that watch. They're watching my birds, I know, but they see me too because I'm right up there. And I love cats, I really do. Uh, if I was gonna have a pet, I think I would like a cat, but you know, I love dogs too, so I don't know. I had a dog that was the sweetest dog. He was so humble and so kind of a dog. I could not hardly stand it when he got run over out here. It hurt me so bad. I just have not wanted any more pets because we were walking. That dog went everywhere I went. He walked with me and went everywhere I went, in the woods, everywhere. He went with me. Let me have a sip of coffee, y'all. It's not morning yet still, but it's a little past. I'm still drinking coffee. I drink coffee morning, noon, and night. So there. Anyway, I was walking up through the woods, and I looked back, and that little dog was right behind me. And he had a big old yellow fly stuck up there on his head, and he was sucking the blood. That's what yellow flies do. They'll get on you and suck the blood, especially of a dog or something. A person probably could do something about it, but the little dog, my little dog, didn't know. His name was Ziggy. A man that had him up at the grocery store in East Dublin. His name was Ziegler. His last name was Ziegler. And I was leery of getting that little dog from him because he was a small little puppy. But I decided to go ahead and take him, and I named him Ziggy, sort of after the man that I got the dog from. So anyway, getting back to the story of the yellow fly. The yellow fly was on his head, and I reached down and I hit that little dog on the head to kill that yellow fly or get him off of my little puppy. Oh my goodness, that dog thought I hit him because I was mad with him. That dog took off and left and stayed gone all day. He finally come back, but I didn't. There's a hawk. That's probably why my birds are not. Oh, there's another one. Oh, y'all. I hope they're not getting a bird. Anyway, good gracious, hawks. Two of them in that tree right there. Anyway, that dog stayed gone all day. I felt so bad that dog thought I hit him out of madness. Oh, my heart just could not hardly take it. Oh, my goodness. My little dog was the sweetest dog. When I feed him, I put food in his bowl. He would stand back till I got it all in there, and then he would walk over and eat. He wasn't a greedy eater. He was a humble little dog that just was perfect in every single way. I love that dog to death. And I still miss him, and my grandson put him back there in the backyard. But anyway, let's don't talk about sad stuff today. Oh my goodness. But I have happy, happy thoughts of that little dog. He was the sweetest. In some of my older videos, he was walking around and he looked. He didn't bother anything. He would just look around at wherever I went and whatever I done. Anyway, let me get through with this. I didn't want to get on a long story on this video. But anyway, I want to thank y'all again. And y'all know to be kind. That's a very important thing in your life, is to be kind, a kind person. I would like to be known as a kind, caring person. And, you know, I would like for all other people to be that way, but everybody is not that way. Everybody's different in their own way. And, anyway, be kind to less fortunate people, like homeless people or people that you know are in need of something that you could help them with. And y'all still say a little prayer for Cody when he has to have this surgery, and he's got to have a bone moved from some other part of his body into his hand to try to make that bone grow back right. And the doctor's not thinking it may not. It's a good chance it won't. But Cody's very upset about it and disappointed that it can't be fixed very easy and may not ever be right again. But anyway, thank y'all for watching me do this video, and y'all have a blessed day. Subscribe and share and click the bell and all the things, and y'all forgive me if I say things over and over and over. I don't remember, if I've said it. It's bad when you're getting old and you repeat yourself a lot, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, thank y'all again. Y'all, I love y'all and your little pets. Be kind to them, because they are the sweetest. They love you no matter what. They love you when you are not even a loving person. They don't hold things against you. My little dog got his feelings hurt when I hit his head, but he didn't stay mad. He was hurt because he thought I was mad with him, and that really hurts me still today. And anyway, time gets, I guess, heals all things. Anyway, I love y'all, and y'all be kind, and I'll see y'all in the next video.